Marhaban, love, Rahubat, peace, and prosperity I send to you. I just wanted to come on here and talk. I haven't made a video in a minute. I just been, elevating thyself, and just, learning, studying, doing a lot of works. You know what I'm saying? That's my stuff in the background. I don't know who making that noise, but it is what it is, right? But, I wanted to come talk to y'all today about, we can talk about the play structure. Okay, I'm at a park. Let's talk about a play structure. And I want to talk about how you play your structure. Oh, let's get deep. Let's talk about your build that you see or you seed, okay? When you talk about a seed, you plant something. The play structure is implanted on something, on the ground. Do you get what I'm saying? The structure that was built from somebody's mind came around. Do you get what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is to really show people you are the builders of your totality, reality, or prosperity, whatever you want to call it. And you get T, go figure, because T is literally the information that's given or that's stirred. You know what I'm saying? Like, to really put it in perspective to y'all, like, the love is the all. When you even go to the scriptures, they do speak about a God saying, hey, I created this devil. He didn't deny it. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of beliefs or what anybody wants to, I didn't even tell you what I believe. I'm just telling you what was stated, okay? And they're telling people, right? Okay, God did create this being, didn't destroy this being, let this being do what this being did. And then the being imprisoned or was imprisoned. You get what I'm saying? So it goes to show you when you get good and bad, it doesn't always have to be a good and bad. It depends on how you look at that good and bad, because it's all about perspective. You have some people that go out here and do devilish works, right? And don't even look at it like that, because that's the perspective where you get per that person, per, where they say per person, or each, per each spect, okay? Where you get perspective, we're still on the word perspective, you get each spect, or spectrum, or specification. You get what I'm saying? So where you get these things, you get spectrums in sight. That all goes back to perspectives of right. What people believe or what is real to them shapes what is right or wrong. It is what shapes the light and how long. When people talk about everlasting life, well, when you destroy life, you're destroying your own life. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's a very real thing, I like to speak about, because when you talk about a play structure, I think I did too much. It's right there, right? I think it's right there, if I can see it. The sun, that photon. But when you talk about a play structure, you're literally talking about something that was literally played in your reality. It was thought of and made into your reality. You get what I'm saying? And when you take that root word of play, take the P and splice that, you'll get lay. It was laid in your reality. You get what I'm saying? And where you get the tennis court, the 10 is the court. Where you get 10, the 1 and 0, the binary code, is the court. You got the pole, you, the whole. You are that pole. Your spine is. The wind is. When you talk about your spine winding or conducting or producing the energy, or the kundalini. People got all these special names for it. But let's just say energy to keep it simple, okay? And when you got the tennis court, yes, the 10 is the court. And I made a video on that. You are the ball or the point that operates in this court. Or if we could take it to the scriptures where they say the tabernacle or the temple. The temple, you also get tempo, because energy has a tempo. It goes. You get what I'm saying? So that's where you would get your tennis court. And you got quartz. You got white quartz crystals in your brain. Look up magnetites and dendrites and how they work. And you wonder how manifestation works and how electrons and how you have neurons that fire off and how all that works. You get the word fire. You are an elemental. The mental. Ele, God in Hebrew, Ibri. And you got the mental. You got the mind that controls the elements. Or the God or the creation that is abroad. Where you get manifestation or elevation. Okay? Or Ella integration, where you get, now look at the nature. This is the gift. The fact that you're existing right now is that very potent, forrotent thing. Forwrote in thing. That means you are in that book of life of existing into this thing. That is the gift, the key to live. That is the special offer. Do you get what I'm saying? So stir. Create what you are here to be laying. So when you get the basketball court, we kind of briefly just spoke on it. You have a hoop, or in other words, a loop. It goes around. And you have that net, the spider web that is inside of your brain. That is the net work. How your neurons connect and pronect together. That's how it works. And when you throw that ball in the hoop, or in that 0 point that goes around, the 0's a 360, the 9. You just have to know the sound. I'm a poet for anybody that's first here. This is why I speak the way I do. But if there's any questions about what I do, you can always ask me to. But getting what I'm saying is more of a feeling of what I'm saying. That is what everything is. If you didn't know, when you feel a shock inside, just know it's an energetic glow. You're feeling energy, and you'll get the keyword feeling when you get a shock. When somebody touches you, everything's vibration. You feel that rock. People got rock and roll when they got the guitars, and they call it a electrical guitar, and they call it electro punk. They got a lot of different names for it. If you really look into what I'm telling you, you'll know the fort of it. Where you get the fort is the build of it. Everything around you was either miniaturized, build, did. It was build and it was did. Or it was maximized, build, did. Meaning it was built from the smallest particle onto the biggest article. Why computers and AI is the copy of the I of you. Why is the A in front of the I? How could I say A if there's no being right there to say hi? The I is the being, the all-seeing. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you get the A, and how it's a copy of it, well, you start to see everything is a copy of it, or a replication, or a reciprocation, or a reciting of something. When we talk about symbolism, that was coming from a sighting of something. Something had to have been analyzed with somebody's eyes, and from that point shaped or molded into something different. Do you get the difference? So the same elementary particles or element, right, where you get elementary, that was made to create that court, was made to create that fence, right, that pole, but it was reactant or reacted in another way when it rolled. We're still on rock and roll. Do you get what I'm saying? And I want to just be so blunt with what I'm saying. But I'm a poet, so you got to get what I'm weighing. Okay? But, as in, this court has measurement. You measure with your ment, short for mental, with anything. Time, to set a schedule, that takes time. Do you get the sign? It takes space matter. For you to say, I have space to put that in my day, that's the ladder. That's the up and the down, the climbing of you all around. Hey, I'm playing. Nah, but yeah, you gotta let things just come the way they come. Because you have to realize real truth. That's how they were supposed to come. Just like how you have to let things go. Because like energy flows, they were supposed to go. Nothing is supposed to last forever. But realize real truth, whenever you want, you can reel in that lever. You can push it. You push that button. You push that something. Just like a phone call. When you want to call somebody, you press their name. You push that button. And it calls their body. But then when you guys hop off the phone, the button isn't pushed anymore. You go on your own. That's the beauty about what you're living. Do you get what I'm saying? It is the be-lifting, I like to call it. Or delifting, depending on how you see it. That is the whole point of the video. Everything is literally how you see it. So why you have to watch the energy you go around is because whatever is in your perimeter is what surrounds. And that starts to magnetize to your being. So as a molecular structure of hydrogen, you start to mold into whatever that is being. Why they say you're a product of your environment. Because whatever is in that vile moment in your mental, then at that point in time, it's shaping you. It's shaping your habit. It's in your habitat. It's shaping your vine or your path. You have to know that you are that all-powerful with that math. So calculate, manifest state, and just sit alone, sun gaze. Come out in nature and really think. Sit with yourself. Go, what do they say for prayer? They say you go into a safe place, a safe haven, and you go alone. And you just allow yourself. You have to have that relationship with self to see your wealth. Because you got to envision it. And then you bliss in it. But I want to send positive energy, love, and escalation to your mind. So stay on that steady grind. Get what I'm saying? But Hadus Ashuk, love and peace, elevate, Ra, yeah.